When I entered the courtroom, the air was thick with curiosity. Cameras flashed, and I could hear reporters murmuring, "That's the girl who inherited the billionaire's fortune." I kept my head high. I'd learned long ago that showing emotion only gave people power over you. I grew up drifting between foster homes after my parents decided I wasn't worth the effort. The only person who ever cared for me was my grandmother. She believed in me when no one else did. When she passed away and left me everything, my parents suddenly remembered I existed. But they didn't come for reconciliation. They came with lawyers. My mother, dressed in designer black and fake tears, gave me a cold glance as I took my seat. My father smirked confidently, as if the outcome had already been written in their favor. Their claim? That I'd manipulated my dying grandmother into changing her will. When the judge turned to me and asked if I wanted to respond, my lawyer leaned in and whispered, "Are you sure you want to do this?" I nodded. Absolutely. I rose, letting my heels strike the marble floor with quiet authority. "Your Honor," I said evenly, "before I speak, I'd like to present a video my grandmother recorded 2 weeks before she passed." The screen lit up. There she was, frail, but fierce as ever. Her voice filled the silent room. "If you're seeing this," she said, "it means my fears came true. My children are trying to take what isn't theirs. They abandoned my granddaughter when she was 4. I begged them to bring her home. They refused, calling her a burden. So I made sure every penny of my fortune belongs to her, and to my children. Don't bother contesting it. I've taken every legal precaution to make this final." Then came the footage of her attorney reading the updated will, signed just 3 days before she died. Everything was legally tied to me. I watched the color drain from my parents' faces. Then I added, "There's one more thing. My grandmother expected this lawsuit, so she left one final condition. If you challenge her will and lose, all your personal assets will be transferred to her foundation for abandoned children." The judge brought his gavel down hard. "Case dismissed," he declared. My father shouted about filing an appeal, but his lawyer wouldn't even meet his eyes. My mother's hands were trembling. They both realized they had just lost everything. I walked past them without a glance, but at the door I stopped. "Now you know what it feels like to be left with nothing," I said softly. Outside, reporters surrounded me, cameras flashing. One shouted, "How does it feel to win?" I smiled faintly. "Never underestimate the abandoned," I replied. "We learn early how to survive." Within hours, the video went viral. My parents' empire was gone. My grandmother's foundation thrived. And for the first time in my life, I didn't just feel victorious. I felt free.